It is a great satisfaction to greet you and I hope you find yourself well. In today's video we will talk about the following. I want to get back together with my ex and I'm willing to do anything. Let's find out now. When you want and think about the following, I want to get back with my ex, it is imperative that you are mentally prepared to handle the challenges and also that you devise a strategy that consists of many different actions that will be effective throughout the entire process. You are going to have to take into account all the details of your relationship as you go along. There are different processes for getting back with your ex based on different types of criteria. To get an optimal result, you have to think carefully about your action plan. This video is to help you with this. Remember that the preparation phase is the most important. 1. Strength of character is essential. I have to be perfectly honest with you so that you are well aware of the task ahead of you. First of all, you will be faced with a dilemma that you may or may not have expected, and that is the advice of your friends and family. They will probably do everything in their power to discourage you from trying to get your ex back. The way they see things is very black and white. Your ex made you suffer and they don't understand why you would want to get back into this relationship. But you want to get back with your ex despite what others may think because neither your cousin, nor your neighbor, nor even your best friend are in your shoes. The only thing that matters is your happiness, whether in the arms of your ex or not. Love is not simple and, as I always say, it is like a reflection of life. It is never black and white. Both of you are responsible for this current situation and if neither of you decides to start making an effort to get closer to the other, your entire history is in jeopardy. Sometimes you have to bite your pride and take a step towards your partner, even if you consider their actions abominable. Each person has their own character and something that could shock you could also turn your partner to stone. 2. Act on your expectations. In my opinion, there are as many ways to view a relationship as people in love or about to fall in love. You will see very quickly that even in men and women who have been married for decades, there are always different points of view. This is simply because each individual or person has their own way of perceiving the world. They have their own tastes, their own characteristics, habits, and a whole bunch of other things that make them perfectly unique. Consequently, even when you get very close to someone, it is impossible to think exactly like that person. My dear reader, this is essential. What I am trying to explain to you is that there are a multitude of actions that you can take, and not only depending on what your ex has explained to you as the reason why he decided to break up with you. In truth, it's considerably more complex than okay, we're having a fight, so he dumped you. Behind a simple phrase there are all kinds of factors that have pushed your ex to decide to separate, such as education, his philosophy of life, goals, religion, his past love life, etc. Once you understand this crucial element, you will take a big step towards the person you love because you will be able to better understand their expectations. The good news is that once you've figured out exactly what your ex wants, getting back is never far away. Thinking that you want to get back with your ex is the first step and it means that you are on the right path, but it is by fulfilling his expectations that you will be able to steal his heart again. 3. Think before you act. When you prepare your process to convince your ex-partner to come back, you must know what kind of attempt you are in. Then of course there is a whole phase of thinking and planning. In my philosophy, there are two main branches that are subdivided. The first is passionate love at first sight, which has nothing to do with the classic love at first sight. The recommended techniques in this branch are for use when you have been in a relatively short relationship, a few months to about 15 months. On the other hand, if you have been in a relationship that has lasted more than a year, you are in a more classic process of getting back with your ex. Once you determine your situation, the next step is to start taking action using the techniques that you find most relevant to you. I know this sounds simple, but it's actually quite complicated. If you have let yourself go or have been careless during the relationship, you will have to show that you have learned your lesson and that things will improve. You have to show yourself in the best light possible so that your zest for life shines through. No one wants to be with a down and depressed person again. I'm glad to tell you that you don't have to wander in the dark, hoping to get lucky. Take advantage of our experience and recover the person you love. Click on the description of this video and now access the following personalized guide. Subscribe and comment. A pleasure and thank you.